three reefs in the main fast. I'm feeling hot, cold. Boy, did that cause an adrenaline rush. We're still not out of the woods yet, not by a long stretch. About an hour into this, and it's just squall after squall after squall. And the only thing I'm worried about with these northerly winds is the Gulf Stream is starting to kick up and get gnarly here. You got the wind blowing against the current. It's just sailing under the Triple Reef Main off in a kind of west-northwesterly direction, so heading off to the side of the current, just in case this does persist. So I'm in, there's nothing, well, my weather maps are 36 hours old, but there's really nothing on them that would suggest that this is going to last. So it appears we're just caught in an area of convection here. That's why we're getting rain and thunderstorms. So presumably this is going to settle down at some point. So the weather forecast is just for light westerly winds tonight. So yeah, it's just and for this sort of thing, global weather maps won't do any good because it's a local, it's an area of convection. The global weather models will not pick it up. So nothing to do here but just sit this thing out. So it's kind of mid-morning on April 3rd. This weak cold front has gone through. It was actually kind of chilly this morning. It's definitely cooler, even though we are still in the Gulf Stream. We're in the warm Gulf Stream water. And we got northerly winds, north-northwesterly winds, about 12-15 knots. And so it's a little bumpy out here. So I was just thinking, I'm actually feeling better now. So what I was thinking about this morning is how difficult it is putting to sea, and it's always difficult putting to sea after a prolonged stay in port, because one, you're just not used to being on a boat that's lurching on an ocean, and so it usually takes about 2 days, I find, to get my sea legs, just to get used to being, to get used to the rocking. And also just to get into the rhythm. And of course things were I was a bit anxious because all those thunderstorms, then we went through all those squalls last night. However, I think, you know, in our age today, life is even, putting to sea is even a little more difficult because the fact that we're all on social media, or most of us are. I mean, I'm on YouTube and also Facebook and email. And I think there is something to be said for social media being somewhat addicting. And I find once I get offshore, and right now I have no communications whatsoever. I don't even have weather because I did not renew my subscription to Iridium Go. And with that I can get weather maps and also text message, but still can't get any internet through that. But anyway, I didn't, for these short hops, I don't renew that subscription because it's expensive. And so I was just thinking about the fact that part of my recovering mood could be I'm also not only getting my sea legs, but coming through the other side will withdraw from just being on social media. And you suddenly go from all this stimulation and commenting and messaging and all that to just the lonely sea in the sky, which is where we're at now. And that's quite a change. At this point where the technology is at, getting internet offshore is prohibitively expensive for small boats like this. The cheapest units I've seen for any kind of offshore internet, just the units start around $50,000. So basically more than the resale value of the boat. And but I was thinking this morning, that's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing to have this time where you're just completely unplugged from everything. And you just get back into a more natural rhythm. And I think it does have some healing power. All right, what are you saying? Yeah, I hear you. Well, so much for making Fernandina Beach today. So we got about 60 miles still to go. And we've been laying becalmed all night. So I was able to pick up a little bit of VHF weather. It sounds like the wind is going to come in from the south-southeast later on this afternoon. And tonight. So now we're in no rush because we got 60 miles and we got 24 hours. And so it's looking like now probably we'll make it in early, very early, around this time tomorrow morning, right around the crack of dawn. On the other hand, I was able to catch up on some sleep last night, so that was good. And I definitely feel better with some sleep. So we're just sitting out here and waiting for the wind. It is Monday, the 4th of April, 2022. It's about 4 in the afternoon, and I came up on deck to do this blog entry, and lo and behold, there's another sailboat out here. I don't think he's sailing, though, because he's gaining on me pretty quickly. And speaking of which, the wind has finally started to come in from the southeast. In fact, I can see it freshening a bit to windward. We got southeast about 5 knots now, which is the most wind we've had all day. Last night and this morning, it was just flat calm. And then afternoon it started to come in from the east, but very light, less than 5 knots. Just really a zephyr. And generally we were just making about 1 knot of progress. We've gotten ourselves up to about 2 knots now. So that's all to say. Now I'm not too worried about getting into Fernandina Beach in the middle of the night, because we still got a little over 50 miles to go. And we're not moving too quickly. As of sunrise tomorrow morning, we will be making our way into Fernandina Beach. So that's the plan. Whether or not the sea cooperates is always another story altogether.